Sri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Prestaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktidam Chakrupamurti Narayanam Seva Kunche Braje Ramye Govardhanau Girau Sada Radha Kunde Rasanande Tadat Seva Pradayakam Gurum Narayanakiyam Tam Vande Vinoda Preshtakam Yadpadasmaiti Matrena Damodara Prasidati Narayanam Prabhum Vande Karunagana Vigraham Ragamarga Bhaktim Tattva Tarayati Tribhuvanam Gaurahari Param Prestha Nityananda Abhinnakam Sri Gaura Narayana Bhakta Bandhava Priya Sevakam Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanyam Bhakta Bandhavam Gaura Mano Vishnum Purnam Radha Dasyam Pradayakam Gaura Mano Bhishtam Purnam Radha Dasyam Pradayakam Rupa Anugacharya Varyam Rupa Manjari Preshtakam Padita Bhavana Bandhava Yugacharya Narayanam Namo Vo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Om Jnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Sakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindavan Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. All glories to Srila Gurudev, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Varga. And today there's a small changes because I thought of doing this Sri Radha Rasa Sudha Nidhi, but then I was, I just switched that last minute. Some more we will do about this Vrindavan Mahimamrta. So this is the fourth one actually. So, okay. So this Vrindavan Mahimamrta, as you all know, was composed by Prabodhananda Saraswati, who was the uncle of Sri Gopalabhatta Goswami. They are all from Sri Rangam and renounced everything and then joined, came to Vrindavan, and they were together with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this Vrindavan Mahimamrta had about 100 chapters, of which only 21 were actually available. Out of that, only 17 are actually printed. So we are on the Sataka 1 actually. It is supposed to go to probably like 100 verses or something. So today we are planning to really resume from 31st onwards. So 31st, the verse says, whatever the position we are in this world, it is all arranged by Maya Devi. Depending on our karmas in our past lives, we are getting all these things. Because, if you really see in this world, some are poor, some are rich, some are, born as human beings, and some are actually birds and animals and all those. So we see so many different varieties of the living beings, and also they are having different kinds of lives. So what he is saying is, Prabodhananda Saraswati saying is, this desiring for the material enjoyment is actually the Maya. So because we always want to enjoy this material world, we are trapped into the Maya deeper and deeper. So what he is saying is we should run away from the trap of the Maya, which is very difficult unless we surrender to a Guru. For that, the best shelter is to take shelter under Vrindavan. Tyaktva sangam duratastri pishachya sarvashana moolam utrutya samyak daiva labdenaiva nirvatya deham Srimad Vrinda Kanane Josham Masvaha. Flee from the witch of male-female companionship of this world. Because this problem in this world mostly are because of these male-female problems. Yeah, they are trying to enjoy each other. So as long as this desire for material enjoyment is not uprooted from the heart, core of the heart, there is no spiritual life. So by surrendering to Vrindavan and living there in Vrindavan, all these material desires will be completely uprooted. And there in Vrindavan, accept whatever that, whatever that is arranged by the destiny, whatever the destiny provides for your bodily maintenance, and be there and live in Vrindavan. And then the verse number 31st comes. Sorry, not 31st, 32nd comes. Actually, we should not entangle into more karmas. Simply remember only about divine couple and the beautiful Vrindavan. Na kuru na vada kimchit vishmara shesha drishyam Smaramitu na mahastat gaura nilam smaratam Bahujana samavaya duram udvijyayahi Priya nivasatu divya srila Vrindavanantaha. See, basically what he is saying is, don't do anything. Anything means anything materialistic. Don't try to really amass so much of profit so that we can live here in comfort. Actually, the more you are really going towards with your greedy to really acquire more wealth and more comfort and more this thing, it will be really dragging you into more, it will trap you into more suffering only. This happens. So that is why he is saying, don't do anything which is really going to make you materialistically happy. So as soon as you really start thinking about how I can really make use of my life to be comfortable and rich and famous and do this and that, and so there is a problem coming, you are entrapped. So what he is saying is, na kuru. Don't do anything that is materialistic. And also, people normally, talking so many things. Vada means in Sanskrit means you really say something. They always say something. Other than Krishna, whatever that, anything that we really say, they're all nonsense. That's Vacha Yogam, Manasa Kurodha Vegam, that is the Upadeshamrita verse number 1. He's talking about the same thing. We have to be very careful because we have to stop the urge of our tongue to speak anything other than Krishna. Only devotional subjects should be talked about. Nothing else. Na vada. Don't say anything. Don't do any gossips. Gossips have killed more people than the wars. See, by telling something bad about one person to another person, Because they are always keeping an eye on all these bad things only. Because if you are bad, then you are always looking for only mistakes from other people. You do not see the good thing from the other people. Like Duryodhana. Duryodhana always, he saw everybody was bad. But then Dharma saw everybody was good. So what? Because it reflects what you really have. So this gossip killed so many relations, so many problems that the gossipings have really done than the number of people that killed by all the wars combined. So that is why he is saying this, na kuru na vada. And forget everything you have seen in this world. They are not true. This whatever that you are seeing here in this world, they are just a reflection of something that, because many things that we cannot even see. In the spectrum, what we are actually able to see is really very narrow. So many things are there. Materialistically, different dimensions are there in this material world also. So many 14 levels of planetary systems are there. Then only the spiritual dimension will come beyond. So don't even get entangled in anything that you see here in this world. And always remember the divine, the dark. You see, fair and dark divine couple. Fair is yellow and dark is blue. So this blue and yellow, this divine couple is the only one for you. And you have to flee from the common people who will really always, with you as relations and, friends and things like that, and putting into business and these and profit making, these and all kinds of things in this material world. Don't do anything like that. And don't talk anything other than Krishna. So you go to transcendental Vrindavana, he says. But if you are bound to this world, we cannot do that. We have to live simple life and cry for the divine couple. Because as soon as you bring money and profit in your life, you are getting crooked. You are getting more greedy. And you will forget the whole divine dimension altogether. You will forget Krishna, you will forget Radha, and everything will be going out. So that is why we have to be very, very, very careful how we are making use of these rare human birth that we have got. So that is why he says, unless you give up the company of these materialistic people or so-called ordinary people, don't really keep anything for your enjoyment, but only desire for you is to serve Sri Radha Krishna, then you are fortunate. But it's not going to come that easily. You have to cry for it and cry for the divine couple. And that is the real and most fortunate living. So you have to live like this by crying. That is why Gaura Kishore, Gaura Govinda Maharaj always used to say, yes, I have a crying school. What I am doing is a crying school. I will teach you how you can cry for the Lordship. How you can cry for seeing Krishna and Radharani together as divine couple. करनिहित कपोल नित्यम अश्रूणि मुञ्चन् परिहृत जनसंगो अरोचमानानुयानः प्रतिपद बहुलार्त्या राधिका कृष्णदास्ये सर्वदम राधा कृष्ण दास्ये वसति परमतियन कव अपि वृंदावने अस्मिन्. Who gives up the company of these materialistic people, materialistic business and all these profit making things, And they always surrender to the lotus feet of Radha Krishna, who will take care of. And one who does not keep any own servants and followers. Nowadays, what happens is the fashion is guru business is big business. So that way they are really accumulating like 60,000, 100,000, so many followers. You are not going to get to Vrindavan. You may go to Vrindavan, but you are not going to get a darshan of Vrindavan. So no servant, no followers. But one who is always agitated, only one thing he is always anxiety about. Because actually, if you go to Vaikunta, there is no anxiety. Vaikunta, there is no Kunda. So there is no Kunda. But the devotees will be having some anxiety. What is anxiety? Only anxiety is when I am going to get the darshan of Sri Radha Krishna. So that is the only agitation, and that should be the only desire. The one and only desire should be to serve Sri Radha Krishna. And by that desire, by that agitations, by that hankering, constantly he is shedding tears. And how he is shedding tears. Oh, I am not seeing Krishna. I am not seeing Radharani. Where are they? Where are they? Please show me. Radhe, 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 Radhe. And his hands placed on his cheeks and crying. But he runs into this Vrindavan forest with the hope of serving the divine couple. Oh, that person who does not want any followers, he does not want any to mingle with any ordinary people. He is that one who does not really hanker for any material comforts. Even he does not have even a servant. Forget about followers. And he is the most fortunate of all the persons. That's what he is saying in this verse. Look at, just imagine, this Vrindavan Mahimamrta is such a nectar. By reading itself, at the end you will come to a conclusion that whatever we are doing in this world is totally nonsense. So because Prabodhananda Saraswati is so powerful. He is the Tungavidya. So he is a Saki of Ashtasaki, one of the Ashtasakis of Radharani. See what he is advising. But the whole world is going opposite. WWW. What is WWW? Wealth, women, and wine. Enjoy. But this is animalistic. This whole WWW, website also normal, they all have www. This www is basically what the world is going after. But this is animalistic. But whatever that you try to enjoy, this www, wealth, woman and wine, it will come because of your karma automatically. Why you are actually running like a dog here and there. Dog is, male dog is running after a female dog. Or the dog is running to really, get some food here and there. Always busy. You are always busy. You just, suppose somebody is asking, I have a Bhagavatam class I am, giving. Do you have time? No, I am so busy. Busy for what? We are doing only whatever we have manufactured. All the tasks and all the things we have invented ourselves. Lord Krishna has not given to you that you should do this and everything. So what Prabodhananda Saraswati is talking about is we have to come out of these kind of Maya. This is Maya. This whatever you are getting in this life is depending on whatever the karma that you have done in the previous birth. Why do you want to do more karma and then make it complicated? Because you are already carrying, sacks and sacks of prarabdha karma that we have done. And taking birth after birth to really, get the results of this karma that you have done. And you are actually enjoying or suffering because of the prarabdha karma that you are carrying. And then, but what you are doing in this world, you are adding more. Oh, I want to become a president. I want to become a millionaire. I want to have my own big empire, company, and be doing so many things, these and everything. You are adding more problem to your that potato sacks that you are carrying as this prarabdha karma on your head, and that is unlimited. This is only one of the such karma, such life. You are enjoying or suffering these karmas. But more to go. So isn't it that you are a fool? You are trying to make more and more karmic things and then adding more things in your potato sack, and you are putting no end to it. You are adding more. In every birth you are adding more. When are you going to put an end? This life, human life, is very, very rare. It's impossible to get, it's almost impossible to get. Asulabam ihaloke labdum ichasi ayantnat yadi vipulas dhanastri putra gehotamadi karani patita mukti krishna bhaktim chakankshasim adivasa paradamaivatya brindavanakyam. If you really desire to get vast wealth, a beautiful wife, good children, a nice, wonderful palace like home to live, and all the other opulences, whatever you want. If you want to get it, you have to go through a lot of struggle. They do not come in this world without a big struggle. But if you desire Krishna Bhakti, which carries liberation in the palm of her hand, look at here, Krishna Bhakti can give you everything. Of course, if one gets Krishna Bhakti, he is not going to ask for these material things anyway. Otherwise, that's not Krishna Bhakti. What will you ask? Because one gets Krishna Bhakti, what exactly that person will ask? Eternal seva to Radha Krishna, Yugala. But actually it can give liberation just at the palm of our hand, very easy, where everybody is struggling to get this liberation. But what you should do is, don't go through this kind of struggle to really get, because of the desire to get vast wealth, beautiful wife, good children and all the palace or whatever it is. No, you renounce everything and run to the spring, to the Vrindavan forest. If you are intelligent, that's what you will do. But on the other hand, you are not able to even control your senses. In every birth after birth, we are all running like stray dogs, running for food and female dogs. When are we going to make a change? If we want to subdue our senses, please reside in Vrindavan. See, everything is coming down to living in Vrindavan. But Vrindavan means many people think, is that the place where the Madura is there and you go there and as a tourist and see some places and eat something, some good food, some lot of sweets and then, come back. That is not the Vrindavan that we are talking about. This Vrindavan is invisible to ordinary eyes. So you have to reside in that Vrindavan where eternally Radha Krishna Leelas are continuously happening. Even the Adishesha with millions of tongues is not able to describe those. No. Please reside in that Vrindavan. That nectar will make your senses, totally, destroyed in the sense. You will think that it is the nastiest thing. Running after our senses is the most nastiest thing you will automatically realize as soon as you start residing in Vrindavan. Vrindavi nahi kaviswara kavya koti Sambhavyamana gunaratna gana chattik chaikam Yetam apara rasakanin asheshakani Samrutya mitram atimatya vasiyayahin. Oh friend, please control your mind and senses and go to live in Vrindavan, which is a mine of nectar and which is so glorious that even millions of books by the greatest poets and philosophers cannot describe even a single ray of light from the host of the jewels of its virtues. That is the excellence of Vrindavan. So Vrindavan cannot be even obtained by Lakshmi Devi. Forget, even Lakshmi Devi cannot. Forget about Brahma and Shiva. Anyway, we are also in the Radha Rasa Nidhi, Sudha Nidhi, I think last class I really gave one verse. It's saying even the small dust from the lotus feet of Radharani cannot be obtained even for Shiva or Brahma. Impossible. Forget about demigods. They are not qualified. So here Vrindavan cannot be obtained even by Mahalakshmi. Forget about all the gods. Even the Kalpa Vriksha and Chindamani found in Vaikunda are put to shame. Brindatavi Jayati Kamagavi Suradru Chindamani Naganita Napi Tuchavandi Sri Sankara Truhina Mukhi Yeso Surendra Brinda Durjneya Divya Mahimaika Raja Khanena. All glories to that Vrindavan, where these divine couples, Sri Radha Krishna, they are all having pastimes all the times there, with all his associates and disciples and manjaris and gopas and gopis, everybody. All glories to that Vrindavan, which with single particle of its glory, which cannot be understood even by Mahalakshmi, Shiva, Brahma, and all the leaders of the demigods. So, actually, there in Vaikunda, you have Kalpa Vriksha. You have Chindamani jewels. All the palace, your residence, everything is made of by gold and Chindamani. Chindamani is the top. It's made of Chindamani. But that is nothing compared to what the Vrindavan has got. It has numberless Kamadhenu cows. Cow herding is what Krishna is doing. Why cow herding? Because all these cows are also giving motherly affection. Motherly and also sakas, like sakas, calves. So that Vrindavan is so glorious, even Mahalakshmi cannot get it. Why? Even if you go to Vrindavan, Mahalakshmi is still in doing tapas to get a darshan, At least to enter into Vrindavan, he is doing, enter into Vrindavan to see the darshan of Rasalila. Mahalakshmi still, she is doing tapas in the Belvana. Even now, she is not going to get it. This is the glory of Vrindavan. The nature of Vrindavan cannot be understood by normal people. They are known only to those who are fortunate. Once, when one gets get a glimpse of Vrindavan by the mercy of Premi Bhaktas, what will happen? All the material wealth and comforts and enjoyment will completely vanish. Brinda Taviyati Ravindu Kutasha Vidyut Koti Prabha Vibhavakari Mahaprabhatyayam Atma Prabha Sakritabi Pratibhati Chitte Vitai Sanati Nahitasya Manasi Udeti. So in Vrindavan, whose great splendor eclipses the shining of millions of suns and moons and fires and lighting flashes, once shines in the heart for a fortunate person, then the desire for wealth and host of material benefits will not enter. It's impossible. Because it becomes like stool compared to the bliss. So you have halava and you have stool there. This is a rough comparison. This is so blissful, splendorous. Only those who have accrued enough sukriti can even know about Vrindavan. Forget about. They have not ordinary people have no idea what is it actually. Because this Vrindavan is highest realm, way above Vaikunta. Vrinda tavi bahu bhaviyat supnoya punjan netratihir bhavati yasya maha mahimnaha tasye svaraha sakala karma mrisha karoti brahmadayastam abhi bhakti yutastu bandi. That is the thing. Sukriti is there. Without Sukriti you cannot. With great devotion, Brahma, Lord Brahma and the demigods glorify divine Vrindavan. And there, the Supreme Personality of Godhead nullifies the karma of the glorious person who, because of many past pious deeds which is Sukriti, has obtained Vrindavana to reside. So, as soon as somebody is actually, because of the Sukriti only, one can visit Vrindavan. Real Vrindavan we are talking about. So, otherwise it's not possible. Even to go to Vrindavan as we see here, without Sukriti it's not possible. Krishna will cut it out. Oh, you are coming to Vrindavan for a parikrama? All right, no. You have some other desire. You are not, no. Cut him out. Something will happen. Cannot attend. This Krishna is saying, he is saying not 20,000, 30,000, something. There's a number. I will put that many obstacles because it's not for that particular soul. Because there is no Sukriti. Go to Vaikunta. Let him go to Vaikunta. No problem. Vrindavan, no. That's what he's saying here. And that kind of Sukriti, without Sukriti, you have no way of getting there. See, then important point is, when one then, because Sukriti is really giving Vaikunta, Sukriti is giving, of course, that is the difference. Bhakti gives Vaikunta, but Sukriti gives Krishna Bhakta. Sukriti gives, what is that? What is the thing of? Comes is Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha comes. So now this Sukriti Now, because of the Sukruti, he is able to enter into Vrindavan because of his shelter to Gurudev with his Shraddha. He will wipe out all the sins. That's what he is saying. He nullifies the karma of that glorious person. And what do the fortunate souls in Vrindavan do? They are eternally engaged in serving the divine couple. What is eternal means? Because eternal means there is no time, there is no kala. There is no kala there. So that is how the whole Vrindavan, as you really try to understand, it is something beyond even our highest intelligent mind cannot even think about it. But it is there all the scriptures, all the gods, everybody describe this. Yes, those who will go there are the most fortunate. Vrindavane sakala pavana pavane asmin sarvottamottama chara sthira sattva jato Sri Radhika Ramana Bhakti Rasaika Koshe Toshena Nityam Paramena Kada Vasami. So when filled with eternal transcendental bliss, will I reside in Vrindavan? The most exalted moving and non-moving creatures and the nectar treasury of pure devotional service to Sri Radhika Ramana. And also, he is also talking about Ramana here. Prabodhananda Saraswati is bringing the topic of Ramana. This Radha Ramana is very special. This Radha Ramana appeared to Gopalapata Goswami. That was actually, there was the this Chadurthi. What is the Chadurthi? Narsimha Chadurthi. Narsimha, on the day of Narsimha Chadurthi, there are a lot of, one big landlord was distributing cloths to the Goswamis for them, for their deities to decorate. Gopalapata Goswami was one of them. He had about 12 or something, that many salagramas. No deity. But then when the Jamindar was giving this dress for the deity, you can use the cloth for your deity. He said, I don't have a deity. I cannot dress. I am not fortunate. So please give this to somebody else who has deities. But the Jamindar was insisting, please take it. Please take it. Please take it. Please take it. But then hesitantly he really took it. And he came home. And he was looking at the Chalagrama. And he started crying and crying and crying. Oh Lord, I am most unfortunate. I have you as salagram, which I got from Kandaki river. This salagram came into my Kamandala without I even thinking about it. But now what use? I am not able to worship you with the dress. What will I do with this dress? So he kept near the salagram. And that was the night of the Narasimha Chadurthi. And what comes after the Chadurthi next day? Anyway, I don't know what that comes. But anyway, next day, because he went to sleep by crying. Next day morning, for his surprise, he really saw that one of the Shalagram, his Shalagram, turned into a beautiful deity. That is Radha Raman. If you go to Radha Raman temple, which is very unique temple, that same Salagram which turned into a deity, because Gopalapata Goswami was crying. You can see. It's not ordinary. So many wonderful, so many details are there also about this Radha Raman. And this Radha Raman, Service to Radha Raman, he is saying. Because Prabodhananda Saraswati, every day, he used to go to Gopalabhatta Goswami's place and get darshan of this Radha Raman. Because Gopalabhatta Goswami's uncle is Prabodhananda Saraswati. As I told before also, you know. So this is what it is. Everything all boiling down to only one truth. Eternal service to this divine couple, Radha and Krishna. But who are all living in Vrindavan? Krishna and all his associates and devotees live there. Vrindavane sakala pavana pavane yasmin sarvojvalojvalat udaramatik sadastem sarvotamotama mahamahimanyanyande sarvadbhuta bhuta maharasarajadamni. Sri Krishna, whose heart is supremely splendid and magnanimous, eternally reside in supremely purifying, glorious and limitless land of Vrindavana. And that is the capital city of the most wonderful nectar. But he is there, he is living there. Everybody focus is to really give pleasure to Radha Krishna. But he is not God there. He is not treated as God. Of course, he is the Swayam Bhagavan. But because of the closeness, they do not think that he is a Supreme Bhagavan. What a glory of this supreme place. But anyway, sometimes some people may think, all right, Vrindavan is great. You know what I will do? When I become old, I will leave everything, leave my family, leave my home, leave my job, leave my everything, and then go to Vrindavan, and then I will live there. But the question is, when is the time going to come? If you do not go now, you are not going to go any time. All our acharyas always wanted to live in Vrindavan. Srila Prabhupada always returned back eventually. And he was in Vrindavan when he left his body. So they will always go to Vrindavan, Navadvip or Jagannath Puri, like our Gurudev also. But what did he say here is, until they die, they are really, they are dull and lazy. They do not really make the move right away, because the time to go to Vrindavan is not later, now, right now. Vrindavane sthira charakya kila sattva vrindam nandam buddhi swapna divya mahaprabhave bhavena kenachit yihamritaye vasanti te santi sarva para vaishnava lokamurdini. They who somehow or other remain up to the moment of the death, not going to, to Vrindavan, they are useless. Because when the death comes, it is too late. Death can come anytime. Because these were in Vrindavan, their moving and non-moving creatures are all so fortunate. They are all living in the ocean of bliss. And importantly, in Vrindavan, when you are living, you will be fortunate to really see so many Vaishnavas there. These Vaishnavas will be crying and crying and crying. Every tree, every creeper, every place of the pastimes, they stop and cry and cry and cry. They keep hold just to hold just the trunk of a tree and cry, oh tree, you are so fortunate. You were there when Radha Krishna were all doing leelas here. They were all walking barefoot. Here you have seen. Please share that experience. But this is the divine sharing. It's not like the share from our computer or from our phone. You just say, oh yeah, I have a photo of that. Radha Krishna were walking here. Click, there you go, share, boom, dedicate. Nothing like this. This is all totally spiritual, totally blissful. Vrindavan has been glorified by all the great devotees and philosophers who knew the truth. Brindatavi vimalachit gana chatva brindaraka parabrinda munindra vandya nindyanapi swakrupayat pudabhai bhavena Mahatrik Pashuna Swacharananucharim Karotu. May Vrindavana, filled with the host of pure spiritual virtues and glorified by the greatest sages and philosophers, with her wonderful power and mercy, transform sinful animals like me into servants of her feet. Vrindavan is so beautiful, beyond any description. Oh, look at Vrindavana. So beautiful, with many blissful, splendid groves of kalpavriksha trees, with many parrots and other birds intoxicated by singing Vedic hymns glorifying Krishna. And their only purpose, they're all to please Radha Krishna. And that Vrindavan has mountains of valuable jewels. Mountains of valuable jewels for them. Vrindavan is the pinnacle of all the bliss ever known in any other spiritual worlds. It has the most pure love that cannot be found anywhere else. Is this the wonder of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's opulence? Is this the wonderful sweetness of the shoreless nectarian ocean of transcendental bliss? Is this the seed of many splendid kalpavriksha forests there? Is this Vrindavana the glorious and wonderful transformation of pure love for Krishna? Vrindavan has everything one needs. No need to think or go to anywhere else. This is a long poems that he has written. I didn't read the previous one because that's also very long. Where do people automatically and effortlessly obtain pure ecstatic love for Krishna? Where does the Supreme Personality of Godhead manifest His supremely wonderful pastimes form? Where is the empire of the bliss of devotional service to Krishna's lotus feet manifest? Oh brother, listen, I will tell you a secret. All this is present here in Vrindavan. So it has everything. So simply go to Vrindavan, even without any hesitation. Are you worried for eating? You can beg alms. You can beg. And otherwise there are leaves, sweet leaves of these all the kalpavriksha trees. It will be very tasty. Eat the leaves. Worried about what to drink? You can drink sweet Yamuna water. Worried about cloth to wear? You can get cloth from people throw away so many used cloth and unwanted cloth. You can get it from there. And what can you do? What can you do there? Serve the divine couple day and night for your full, complete satisfaction, to make your heart up to the brim. Brata tale tale vitapinam drameshu bhikshamata Swachandam bibayamunam jalam yalam shirakshu kandam kuru Sammanam kalayati gora karalam nichapamanam sudam Sri Radha Muralidharau bhajo rasad Vrindavanam matyaja. Oh brother, please reside under the trees of Vrindavana. And from time to time, enter the villages to beg alms. Drink as much Yamuna water as you like. Dress in some rejected pieces of cloth. And consider others' praise of you the most bitter poison. See, that is the quality of the divine, of the Bhakta. Because he is not going to be moved because somebody is praising him. He is not going to be moved because somebody is actually insulting him also. So, he is saying is, if others are praising, it is actually like bitter for me. It's a bitter poison. And at the same time, if they disrespect me, that is nectar. So the perception in the spiritual understanding, the spiritual life is opposite. Because the materialistic people will think that when they get praised, oh, they will be happy. And when they are insulted, they feel so miserable. They feel sad. They even want to take revenge after the person. But spiritual world is different. Spiritual living is different. It is opposite. So any praise, if one gets praise, it's a much bitter poison. You will be dooming down. You will be doomed. And the disrespect is like a sweet as nectar. Yes, somebody insults you. Somebody blasphemes you. Oh, good. Very, very, very good. Oh, nectar. Unless you get this kind of mentality, you are living a dog life. See, people cannot even withstand. Suppose somebody is saying something which is really against our feeling. You become enemy. You make enemy out of that. Then how can you get Krishna Bhakti? Then everybody is preaching. I am Krishna. That this in Bhagavad Gita. This scripture, that scripture. All the things that we are preaching, what is the use? You don't have any devotion. And if you don't have Krishna Bhakti, then what is the use of all this preaching? No benefit, no fruit is going to be there. So for a pure devotee, the insults will be sweet as nectar. And any praise, oh, you have done a good job, yeah, this is very good. This is a total bitter poison. Think like this. Vrindavan Mahimamrta is completely change your life. It should change. No one can even get a glimpse of Vrindavan because it's very difficult to understand. It's way beyond any material things anyone can even imagine. The great Vedic scholars cannot even get a glimpse of wonderful and splendid transcendental essence of the nectarian ocean of the bliss of pure Krishna consciousness there. Oh brother, now that you have entered the difficult to attain land of Vrindavana which fulfills all desires, why have you allowed yourself to come under the spell of petty materialism? So what he is saying is, you have been given a chance to get into Vrindavan. It is all at your hand. It is there. But then why you have allowed yourself to come under the spell of this petty materialism? And why do you allow yourself to constantly roam about without entering the realm of pure love of Krishna? They who have gone to the farther shore of the Vedas, they know the complete Vedas, all the Upanishads, everything they know. They cannot even understand even a glimpse of Vrindavan. Because the glimpse of Vrindavan is way beyond all this knowledge. It cannot be reached or realized by karma, jnana or yoga. This wonderful nectarian of Krishna bliss of serving Radha Krishna, it is not something that you can think of. No philosopher, nobody can even imagine. Now that you have entered difficult to attain Vrindavana, which fulfills all desires, why do you wander about? Charmed by what petty desires. So what you are wasting your life, utterly you are wasting. Every moment is wasted. If I am not using that moment for the purpose of satisfying or serving Radha Krishna Yugala, I have wasted the life. Sure. Are you thinking of going to Vrindavan? But thinking of going there only when you become old. Listen, death can come any time. Oh brother, death can come any time. Brataste kim yunichayena vidija swasyanda kala kim yu tuvam janasi mahamanum balavato mrityorgadishtam bane mrityustat karanam pradikshateidi tuvam vetsi kim vyavayato baram baram asangayeva chalase Vrindavanat anyataha. Brother, do you know of Saturn when you will die? Do you think that with the Mahamantra, you will check powerful death? You are thinking, at the time of death, somebody will chant the Mahamantra for me. But are you sure that you are actually going to go to Vrindavan? You will reach Vrindavan? No, not necessarily. Unless you have developed this serving mood for Radha Krishna, what is the point in even chanting? Remember, there was one verse that I read that day, last week or sometime this week. I don't remember. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give Nama Sankirtan as the means to achieve liberation. Yes, Nama Sankirtan, yes, yeah, Sarva Papa, no, yes, correct. But what about this divine service that we are talking about? This is a different thing. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was really doing Nama Sankirtan externally, Pahiranga. But Antaranga, he was tasting the mellow of Radha Krishna Yugala. See, this is Vrindavan Mahimamrta is not talking about just Nama Sankirtan. That is why this particular verse is coming. Do you think even that Mahamantra can really take you to Vrindavan? It can give you liberation. Do you think that the death will patiently wait until and allow you to die at the time you prescribe? Are you like this Bhishma? Or Hanuman? I don't know, because there are a lot of Mahapurushas. They have the power to live their life at will, at any time they want. Are you one of them? Are you one of them? Thinking that when I get aged, later I will go there. It's not going to be possible. Because you are completely, you are completely shaped by the materialistic life. When you even try to retire, you are going to go there only. You may be a weak accountant. Very big chart accountant making millions of money, and now you are retiring. But if you did not do any spiritual endeavor at all during your life, when you retire, what will you do? Oh, I am getting bored. I cannot do anything else. I have to, okay, now what are you doing? Oh, I really, now working in a company, a part-time, just for the time passing. Time passing. What do you do? You are a big famous accountant. What are you doing now? I am just doing, for the shop, I am taking the, income and expense thing like that. Just
Hare Krishna.